Hello, loves. Welcome back to WitchyMarlaina's Ghost Adventures. I'm your host, WitchyMarlaina, and today, back into my spookiest objects book. And today's object is called the Basano Vase. Now, this picture is the only picture of the vase. Sad but true. But let's get started. Basano Vase's origin is unknown. Its location at the moment is unknown. And it's so good that it's not. In 15th century Italy, a bride was gifted the Basano vase as a wedding present. Later that night, she was holding the vase and passed away very suddenly, clutching the vase in her hand. Some people say that she just died mysteriously. Some people say it was murder. Don't know. But the vase was passed down in her family, and everyone who came in possession of the vase had an untimely death. So eventually the family's like, okay, we're done with this. We're done with people dying. So let's box it up. So they do. They box it up and put it in storage. And in the vase, they put a warning label or a note that says, beware, this vase brings death. Nobody died once it was boxed up and put into storage until it resurfaced back in 1988. Now, in 1988, it did resurface and was sold at auction for $2,500. But the note was nowhere to be found. So I'm wondering if the auction house took it out because it would be afraid to sell a haunted object, or if anybody would want a haunted object. So nay, disservice from the auction house selling this haunted object without any type of disclaimer, being that I bet you knew about that note. It started again. It's almost like it resurfaced and oh my gosh, okay, it's time to kill again. Every person that bought the vase in after the auction had passed, and that included a surgeon, a pharmacist, a unknown buyer, like very prominent people were passing away. The vase reign kind of demised. The last owner that had it was so freaked out that he threw it out the window to break it. And when he did, unbeknownst to him, a police officer was walking the sidewalk and he almost got hit with it. But something told him to look up, and he did. He looked up and he shifted and he caught the vase in his hand. And being that he almost got hit, he went back up to the apartment where the vase window, where it came out the window, and the owner was like, no, I don't want it. You can keep it. I don't know. I don't want it. And he's like, well, you can't just throw objects out the window. That was unsafe. Here, this is yours. And he's like, no, I don't want it. You take it. And the guy literally slammed the door on the police officer. So in turn, the police officer brings it to the police station, not knowing what to do with this vase. The police chief was very, very superstitious and got a really bad feeling about the vase and said, I don't want it in the station. Take it away. Go and try to donate it to the local museum in our name. So the police officer's like, okay. So he goes to the museum, tries to donate it. And they're like, nope, we're not touching that. And he's like, why? It's like, well, it has a reputation of being haunted and we can't accept it. Thank you so much for your generous donation, but we can't accept it. So this cop's like, what else am I going to do now? I can't take this with me. So being that he realized that it is a haunted object, he took it to an undisclosed location and buried it. And since then, the reign of the Basano Vase has now been over. Hopefully it doesn't resurface again, though. We don't want this vase to have any more fun than it really has. There you have it. Basano Vase, 15th century Italy, Haunted vase, don't touch it. Don't go digging for it. I don't even know. They didn't give me any type of where this vase could have been, but I bet you money it was in the States somewhere, so it's probably buried somewhere here. Thank you so much for joining me on my ghost adventures. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.